There are many engineering milestones to bring Hyperloop to reality, and this is one of the bigger, more tangible ones. We've developed a custom propulsion system, and we built a very specific test to showcase the trajectory we're on, which is to build a lot of hardware and absolutely prove to everyone that Hyperloop is coming and coming very soon.
We are standing on hollowed ground. This is a significant moment for us.
When you think of Hyperloop, you think maybe this is going to happen years from now. It's going to happen much quicker than anyone imagines. When it does, the world will never be the same.
Long distance travel has come a long way, actually no pun intended. In the last 200 years, we've gone from horse-drawn carriages to trains to cars to commercial flights that can get you halfway around the world in less than a day's time. But we've always dreamed of faster ways to get around, and one such mode of transportation is in the works thanks to Hyperloop. The Hyperloop could even outstrip jets without requiring you to leave the freaking ground, which is awesome. You see, the Hyperloop superficially resembles a train or a monorail, but can actually go much faster thanks to the elimination of most sources of friction. The same force that slows your car down when you apply the brakes, if you didn't know that. Some high-speed trains like the Shanghai maglev in China that can reach nearly 270 miles per hour reduce friction by using magnets to make them levitate above the rail, so it's not actually touching anything. The Hyperloop, however, goes one step further by placing capsules inside of a tube, which is a partial vacuum, so there's much less air to push against the vehicle. On top of this, the capsules are suspended in mid-air by air casters, similar to how pucks on an air hockey table are able to float around. Although the Hyperloop does use linear induction motors, which are magnetic, to accelerate and decelerate the vehicle, the air casters are a much cheaper, simpler, and longer-lasting way to keep it floating in midair. And finally, the Hyperloop vehicle itself contains an air compressor near the front to intake excess air in the tube and exhaust it out the back, because the excess air would otherwise cause air resistance or drag that would slow the vehicle down. The compressor is necessary to remove this air and make sure the Hyperloop can attain its top speed. And speaking of top speed, when you put all of this together, you have a system that is theoretically capable of going 760 miles per hour, just below the speed of sound. That's fast enough to get you from Los Angeles to San Francisco in just 35 minutes, which is twice as fast as the typical commercial flight between those cities. And obviously way faster than sitting on the 101 during rush hour. Okay, sounds amazing. Where can I buy my ticket so that I don't have to give any more money away to the airlines that won't even give me a free freaking bag of peanuts anymore? Well, unfortunately, the Hyperloop is still just a concept. But the good news is that since it was first proposed in 2012 by Elon Musk, there has been some real traction. Okay, that was a pun. With trying to get the Hyperloop system built. One of Musk's many successful companies has made the technology behind the Hyperloop open source so that other companies and institutions are welcome to develop and improve upon the Hyperloop idea. A test facility with a short run of Hyperloop track is planned in Nevada, and Slovakia is currently exploring building a Hyperloop in its capital, Bratislava. But as with any new extremely exciting technology, there are challenges to be worked out, such as the stresses it might put on the human body. Quick changes in velocity, such as when the Hyperloop speeds up, slows down, or has to go over hills, might put forces on passengers that might make things a little uncomfortable, especially if they have to get up to use the bathroom. Yeah. Plus, since most proposals have the Hyperloop sitting on pillars above the ground, engineers would need to make sure it could stay safe in the event of something like an earthquake, because a bump going at 700-something miles an hour is gonna feel pretty rough. Still though, the technology is being heavily explored by multiple governments, companies, and universities worldwide. So a future where we're all being shot through tubes at nearly Mach 1 might be closer than you think.
Called the Hyperloop. It's a system of giant suspended tubes. Riding within are capsules carrying people or freight travelling on cushions of air at speeds of up to 1200 km per hour. Or roughly 1 kilometre every 3 seconds. It might look like something from science fiction, but Hyperloop is the brainchild of Elon Musk, a guy who's made billions turning science fiction into science fact. He not only created PayPal, he's also the mind behind the successful commercialisation of space travel through his company SpaceX and the cutting-edge Tesla electric car.
Elon Musk is part of a generation of people like Larry Ellison, who just bought a volcanic island, Richard Branson, who's building a space platform. They're almost like Bond supervillains.
Hyperloop has been pitched as an alternative to high-speed rail to link cities less than 1,500 k's apart. Musk says it's safer, immune to weather, and 10 times cheaper than high-speed rail. Could something like the Hyperloop actually be the answer to super-fast, environmentally friendly, high-speed travel between our busiest cities?
One of the coolest things about Hyperloop is that Musk has released it as open source. That means anyone can take it, anyone can adapt it, anyone can change it. He's basically given away all of his intellectual property.
So the gauntlet has been thrown down. A design document for a whole new, super cool way to travel. The only thing now, will someone pick it up and make the Hyperloop a reality?